Why the fuck did you say I'm a driver? The fuck I click spectator? Oh my god, it's put me as a driver. I don't get why. For fuck's sake, it's all my fault. Oh, thank God. I do apologise, it's all my fault. I accidentally clicked on driver when I was looking at how many drivers were left to invite people. It is my fault. So I haven't missed anything, thank God. So I just want to say welcome to the TRL Tier 2 racing at the Netherlands Sanderford round 3. We had some difficulties due to my my actions, but we are going to get back underway with Russian, who is going to be the first one to get back in as he comes up to turn 3, as he's going to enter turn 4. Now he comes up to turn 5, now turn 6, now he's on turn 7. He is now in sector 2 on turn 8. As he comes up to turn 9 now. Turn 10. As he's just exited out of turn 2 and is now in sector 3. Now on turn 12. He's going to enter into turn 13. 14. Going to 15. As Thermal gets a 1 minute and 10.152, and Russian's going to go P2 with a 1 minute 10.212. This means he's now in P4. And Zia Footy, who is now P6. Fractus, the winner of last week at Bahrain with a terrific performance, is now going to cross the line with a 1 minute 9.486, who's going to go P3 with a massive gap between him and Thermal at the top 2. Cluster Shine, who is currently on his lap. Stuck in B16, but I hadn't done a lap yet. It's going to come into the pits due to being behind a slow car, as Archie gets an invalidated lap, which could be crucial as Skeg goes into the pits. Alpha is being around some slow cars, and OJBWW is going to have an invalidated lap. It could be very crucial, as Cat is in turn 7 and he gets an invalidated lap after going a bit off track. And now he's going to enter turn 9 as he's going to get invalidated lap. Williams, who he has set a time with a 1 minute 10.4.63 as Beans goes back out. And Ilver lies in the pits now. Russian just goes into the pits as we go back with Firma, who's gonna enter the pits. Fractoast is going into the pits. Dylan in the Ferrari, ooh, hits the apex. He's gonna get a bit of wing damage. Gonna get a bit in Guster Stein's way, because that's gonna affect him quite bad after spin out on only turn 1. And the other guy, he was actually quite good last week at Bahrain, is currently on his outlap in the McLaren. Reviving. He's gonna set his lap time and goes P9 with a 1 minute 11.708 and goes off track at turn 1 after going off the track. As we here with Skeptics. He's in turn 6 now. Comes out of sector 2, now in turn 8. No, 7, sorry. Now in turn 8. It's going to enter turn 9. Comes out of turn 9. Now in turn 10. There he is lagging so much. Well, that isn't good. The Spectics now in sector 3. Gonna come out on the straight. And he's gonna go into the pits after not the best lap. A. Williams on his outlap. As Bean gets an invalidated lap And Elvers is on his outlap and all, so is Russian, so is Fairmont, so is Fractal Salam. Dylan in the pits. TRL Sharks in the garage. That other guy who's on that invalidated lap. He's gonna go set his Augustus Steiner is now in the pits. Archie comes out for his outlap. Skeg, who sets a fastest sector 1, gonna come in turn 8. Didn't get carry much speed. Comes into turn 9. And that were a beautiful corner. He's gonna come out of sector 2 to minus 3 minute 3 second point 627 in sector 2. Now hits the corner. Out of the final corner. So go on a straight line, and I'm going to be the best lap as someone retires, and it's Alpha in P13 currently, which is quite a bad position considering the other 7 drivers hasn't set a time yet. OJBW sets the fastest sector 2 as he's currently in turn 11, I believe. Gonna come out straight. This could be a very interesting lap as he's getting very good speed. And goes P9 still. Gets the fastest sector 2. But still doesn't carry much speed out of sector 1 and 3. Thermal in the garage. Others in sector 1 currently. We'll get the split stream on, it goes to shine. Give him more speed. Sorry, I just set my phone up. Buster Shine is gonna go to turn 12, Elver, sorry, in turn 12. Now it's gonna hit turn 13. Already a bad lap time, so we're gonna move on to Thermal, who's on his outlap currently in P4. You're 1 minute 10.157. Overs is in the garage, so is A. Williams. Fractose at alarm 5. Currently on his outlap, he is currently in P1. We've already a solid lap. Only set 1 lap, I believe, which is already the fastest lap currently with 1 minute 9.486. We went to Dylan. He's currently hasn't set a lap time due to being slow traffic, but has plenty of room now. As he's in sector 2 now. Where's around notifications? He's on turn 12. It's gonna come up on turn 13. This could be alright lap for Dylan, considering he hasn't had much pace. He's gonna go over, and it's gonna go P2. After finally getting room to set a decent lap, he goes P2 with a 1 minute 9.675, and that is very close for the top 2. Sorry, top 3. I didn't see how close it was. Well, basically top 4 actually. as Williams and Ilvers is in the pits. Practice alarm. Only P5 with a very good lap by Dylan. Finally gets a good lap as he's going to come out in turn 13. He's going to carry a very lot of speed here. Not the greatest lap, but over a second on his fastest lap for Skeg, who did have the fastest sector 1, if I remember. He's going to come out of sector 1, now into sector 2. As he loses a lot of time. As he comes onto turn 10. Now turn 11. I do not know what happened there. But I actually have no idea. As he comes up turn 12. I don't think it's going to be the greatest lap, but I think he's going to go in the pits. Not being the greatest lap, but he's still going to go over. Escator is in the pits. As vibing, who were having a good race last week, comes into turn 10. Now turn 11. He's going to come up to turn 12. Now in turn 13, now he's on the straight. This could be very interesting as he goes P14. I don't know if that's his best lap, but his best lap is 1 minute 11.706. We're going to move on to that other guy who's currently on his out lap, so we're going to move on to OJBWW. He's in the Ferrari. Currently P12 with 1 minute 11.515. Warming up those temperatures in these softs. Statics gets invalidated lap as A. Williams retires from the session as Archie's on his out lap. Footy in the garage. Beans, who's currently in turn 9, he's going to approach into sector 3 on turn 10. Now 11. Who spins. This could cost him as he doesn't get wing damage. He's going to be a sensible driver by allowing other fellow drivers to go past him. As Stein gets invalidated lap over, he's already on his out lap. Ilvers only in sector 1. Coaches turn 6. Now in turn 7. Now in turn 8. Now in turn 9. He's going to get DRS to go on the straight line towards turn 10 and into sector 3 with a fastest sector 2. Quick, what's sector 2's time he got? Ilvers could get a good lap here as he goes into turn 13. He's going to get DRS on the straight. This could be a good lap here. This could be a fantastic lap. And he goes stays P4, but improves his lap by 1 minute 9.004. There we go with Dylan, who had one final good lap after being stuck in traffic as Fractose goes into turn 3. Now he's on turn 4. He's going to approach turn 5 here, goes on turn 5. And gets some... can clips the apex. He's going to allow fellow drivers, as both Ferraris I believe is... two outside the road. Actually goes into pits that other guy. Only P10. Means he's on his out lap. Thermal on his out lap. Russian on his out lap. Gusta Stein, who's actually gone up to P4 with 1 minute 9.791. And Ilvers is going to retire, I believe. That's right, Tesla, I'm still P1, sorry. There's still his time with a 1 minute 9.486. Steg's still in the garage, Kato's still in the garage. Because the Stein retires, so both Red Bulls have retired. Steptics, I believe he was in the race point, has retired. We have only 3 seconds left. As they're gonna finish. As we're gonna go with Thermal. Sector 1 is now gonna approach turn 4. Was past turn 4. Now turn 5. As there's currently 3 drivers still driving. Turn 6 now. He's gonna approach turn 7. Now turn press on the straight. Approach into turn 12. He's gonna approach turn 13 and he's gonna get DRS on the straight. Is this gonna be a good lap? Is it? Ooh, I believe he just gets P2. Yes, he gets P2 with Thermal, and that was a good solid lap to end the qualifying for at the Netherlands. As the top 3 are Fractus Alarm, Thermal, and Dylan. Who's going to be the top 3? And look at that gap. Look at the gap between, I would say, P1 and P6. Very, very close. And the drivers at the bottom. Just to say how it says my name in the house, I accidentally clicked in the house. This Fractus Alarm is going to lead. Going to lead the formation lap. As this is there's a 2-stop with softs to hard, and the 2-stop is softs, mediums. And again, if you did not see, 1-stop is softs to hards and 2-stop is softs, mediums. Practice is currently in turn 10 for the formation lap. We got disqualified just to get back quickly back in the grid to start off. It's like they're very anxious and they're very excited for this race. Other pit stop is mediums to hards if anyone's starting with mediums. Looks like red lights, and we are underway for the Tier 2 round 3 at Netherlands. As we see that Thermal gets a good start. Gonna go. Ooh, Fractus hits him as he goes on the inside. How's that gonna cause people? And as A. Williams retires from the session, gonna get a virtual. Some people are falling down very at the back as JBW is at the back, and gonna get disqualified from session for parking in a dangerous location. Looks like that is not good for him. I expect it's a penalty, but I believe he's messed up. So I believe Fractus is actually leading, as the lead was actually messed up at the moment. I believe Fractus should be leading as it goes actually back. Lead as Fractus is gonna lead. He could have wing damage for collision on turn 1 after I believe just wheel banging Thermal. Thermal is still in race currently P2 as Fractus is in turn 13. He has joined the set. So McLaren's gonna go on the outside. Gets the room as the Renault's Russian goes into the pits. So that could be a bit huge after collision on turn 1. As the other Renault catches as he goes through, of course. As Thermal goes currently in the points. It's gonna turn into sector 3. Oh, and there's been a bit of damage between him and Adam. Been a couple of DNFs and 1 disqualification, which I don't understand why, as spectating. There's a virtual safety car, and Ivan gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. So that's going to be used. Both Renaults. One Renault spun. Dean's got on P18. I believe some are gonna pit. Doesn't look like it as Stig gets a 5-second penalty or collision with Sharks. As Irene gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So I believe he's got a drive-through penalty, as Stig gets a drive-through penalty for speeding under the virtual safety car. Irene comes out of the pits. Raptor still leads the Grand Prix after collision on turn 1, which could result as OJBWW has just messaged me saying his controller died, which is I'm really gutted for him. So normally he's not really the best in qualifying, but when he races, he can put up a really good fight in some other races. As we have Fractus and 13, he's going to come down the straight. As Ulvers goes down the inside and gets the overtake, goes for the switch back, and he's going to get this. Oh no, he doesn't. Ulvers doesn't allow him, as they're going to enter turn 3 as Fractus goes down the inside, but doesn't manage to get it after cutting the apex. Ulvers was going to break away after it's only just under seconds. Dylan is going to chase him up in the McLaren as they're going to enter turn 5, now in turn 6, now in turn 7, 9 now. Overs still under second as they're going to enter sector 3, now in turn 10. Gets a little bump after, as we're going to look at Dylan, who's gaining on both of them. Fracture Salam. He's going to get DRS. So is Dylan. Plus they're just out of the DRS range. But Elvis are going to get a fastest lap with a 1 minute 13.5 39 in Red Bull, as he currently is leading the pack, as he actually gets the fastest lap on the mediums. So it looks like his temperatures are going up. Oh, but no. Thermal beats that on the soft tyres as Adam YouTube has retired. We're going to look back in the lead as Elvis is still leading. Russian gets the fastest lap on the soft 1 minute 13.229. Currently, I believe he's in there right now. Yes, he is currently at P11. As Fractus Alar is going to enter turn 9. He's going to get DRS. So is Dylan, who's still gaining on them. We're going to look at from his point of view, who could maybe get a double overtake, but he's not currently in that range too. Fractus Alarm looks like he's going to go down on the inside. He's going to get this quick point. This could be an interesting point where it could be an overtake done here. Overs is currently in the RS. There's been a problem with sector 2. Is that a problem with beans? I believe it is. Yes, it is beans. I'm going to go back to top 3, close. Overs is leaving. Overs a bit hard. And Dylan is going to chase him down after just going off a bit off track, which can affect him quite badly as they enter turn 8. Now comes into turn 9. I'm still gaining on it. Only 2 breaks. Quite late Elvis. That's going to give Fracture Salam quite a big advantage, but doesn't take the advantage as they're going to turn up to turn 12. As he's going to about to go down the inside of him. He's now on turn 3 on the straight. He's going to get DRS. But he's both going to fit the pit. As Fracture Salam goes down the inside, catches a bit of split. They all bangs each other, but Fractures are now the new leader. As Dylan, yes, has actually gained quite a lot. Top 3 very close as Gusta Shine is not that far away, just a second behind P3. As the top 4 is getting closer and closer. As I didn't realise this. Actually got a penalty. 5-second penalty. Early. He's on the hards. A couple of them on the mediums. Footy's on the mediums. Kato Family's on the mediums. So is Beans. And so is Arch. The rest of them are out on the softs. 6 going to already said he was on the hard. Position has changed. That's myself, which will not count. Everybody's currently moved up a spot due to me not listening. Skeggy's at the back. Bean's not that far away. Turn 5 now. 6, 7 now into 10, 8, now into 10. As Dylan, whilst I was spectating the other drivers, now gone up to P2. Only 800 says get DRS. There's plenty of ERS after just gaining, not using it. Just using it wisely. Tribune hasn't got much, but he's just over a second away as Ilver's under second. It's just like almost off for 1 minute. 13.216. As he was doing a barrier, still leading. That other guy currently in P5. Still in it, still got some decent points, but got 9-second gap. 9 seconds behind Gus. There's Archie's just over a second. So we're back with Ilvers, who was lead now in P3. As I didn't see the overtake being made by Dylan. But Dylan's going to enter turn 9. Just going to come into sector 3. As Fractus is in now in turning up to turn 12. There's been an accident, and I believe it's at Alpha. But this alarm is currently chasing down at the back, so that could be a bit of trouble. As Beans is gaining on the Renault. As Castro man gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Augusta Shines trying to gain on Ilvers, and Ilvers is lost sometimes, so is Dylan. Just waiting for that mistake to be made. As so Skeptics win turn 3. Gonna come to turn. Oh fuck. No. Still can time penalty for multiple warnings. As he's lagging, I do not know why. I do apologise. I was having perfect internet all day. And no problem, also it's starting to kick in now, sadly. As this race is being a very good race so far. As Dylan is now under second after 5 seconds behind. Practiced is now in 10. 6, now in 7. Come out at turn 9. He's going to get DRS. Practice. Still leading. Now in sector 3. Turn 10. He's going to come round to turn 11. As he's just in front of him. So he's getting DRS. 3-second time penalty. As he goes into the pits, Fractus. Dylan's going to follow him. So is Gustav Stein. Fairmore just coming out of turn 13. Skating tyres. He's gonna come in the pits. Factors hard. The McLaren on the hards. Hard. Augustus. That on the hards. Into the hards. Got a few people onto the hards. So look at the tyres. So looks like as there being a virtual safety car. Do not know why. There's the top 5 on the hards, followed by a Russian who's on the softs. Then got that other guy, Nacho, who's also on the hards. Someone just picked for medium. Expect it's picked for mediums, so that's interesting. Stein is currently P3. The hards stopping in now. Dylan's gonna get DRS as they need these hards to get the temperatures in them. Into turn 1. And now approaches turn 2, Fractors. I'm going to come into turn 3. So man, as I saw gaining on Catoman quite quickly. I'm going to approach as Dylan is slowly going back. Now Fractors Alarm is currently in P1. Comes up to turn 11. He's going to enter turn 12. With the McLaren following behind, he's going to enter turn 13. Coming on the straight. Dylan's got a time penalty, so Fractors now gets the fastest time on the hards with 1 minute 13.05. 75, sorry. So McLaren's still getting in. As Elvis is 3.5 behind. Between 1 to 2, I believe it was Gates. As the top 2 look very anxious as McLaren's trying to gain on him and trying to look for that mistake as Kato Barman gets another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. As Factors are going to enter turn 10. Now coming out towards turn 12. Now on turn 13. Gonna get on the straight. Dylan gets the fastest lap with 1 minute 12.8. No, sorry, Elva's just got the fastest lap with 1 minute 12.797. In the Ferrari, which still gaining as he's still around 3.5 seconds behind. Comfortably ahead. It's been a problem in sector. As it is Kato from, I believe. He goes off track. There's been another virtual safety car. Do not know why. As they're trying to get the temperatures correctly in on the hards. There's actually got a drive-through penalty for speeding on the virtual safety car. Elvis, this is gonna give him a good chance actually. Contend for top 2. Augusta Stein is gonna get a good chance. Safety car. after virtual safety car. As I don't know, it's in the problem set to do, which was skeptics. That other guy that hasn't give both Red Bulls a chance for us to shine, can at least contend for a podium versus his teammate. As the McLaren, I believe, just gets past the back markers, so I believe it was my car. Tractor still leads as he's gaining on beans. It's currently 15 seconds behind P11 as Footy gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Ilvers gets another fastest lap with a 1 minute 12.660 on the hard in the Red Bull. Still losing time, we do not know where. As he was leading before. As Alpha leaves the session. Clips the apex, I believe, just then. Now in sector 2. Is that the other guy? As Ian's will either just allow oil off to get gushed through by Fractals. Only still trying to game. Would miss the fastest lap with 1 minute 12.56765. Fractals again still leading. Dylan's still got 3-second time penalties. Still, I believe we're just gonna have a quick look. Yep, 3 seconds. That other guy, 5 seconds, 33 seconds, Skeptics 3 seconds, 6 seconds for the cut come on. There's the tyres. As Russian just got 5-second penalty for spinning pit lane. So it looks like he's pitting. Currently there are the tyre laps. Silver's was of course the first one. This Fractus Alarm gets his first 3-second penalty. So it looks like Dylan's here now. Doesn't get the fastest lap always been. Looks like he's been very consistent with his lap, but still not gaining it. Thermal is P5. Right, I believe. Pushed into. Just gonna hit the mark. First, still P1. Dylan having a good race at DRS. Now we're gonna turn sector 3, turn 10. Next, then turn up. And now they're gonna turn 12. Turn 12. Down the inside, just allowed to pass him. That other guy picks up 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. This stamina. P4. And again, his teammate to get in that point position. It looks like he has now. Is he over? We're just over a second. Just under a second. Overs is not, it's been a problem. Yeah, it's beans. I believe we're just off track. So Rushing gets the fastest lap on the medians with 1 minute 12.508. Dylan approaches. And turn 13 goes down a straight. Looks like he's carrying very good speed here. Not gonna get DRS. Dylan has loads of DRS compared to Fractalus. This Fractalus is still trying to keep him front. Fractalus is still. Here they are, the fastest laps. So Fractalus is, I believe, no, he is not. He's the third fastest. Third fastest. Yes, on the track, but he's leading the Grand Prix. Fastest in the Russian still caught on the fastest lap of overs. Gets a decent time penalty. So that's going to be huge with this sign. He's just being very patient on his teammate. Obviously, for the constructors, they are currently doing good. As Dylan still under second, he's behind Fractalus. They'll still get going outwards into turn 8. Now gonna enter into turn 9 is now not gonna get ERS, but I believe Dylan will. So I clicked on the wrong driver. It's still gonna get good speed, but we're gonna look at the Red Bulls. I know Williams driver. As Fractalus Align gets the fastest lap. Very good on the hards with 1 minute 11.926. As he still leads the Netherlands Grand Prix. Dylan has lost the gap now. I know it's over 1 second. Oh, not the best. But the top 4 are very consistent on their laps. But we are being. He's normally a good driver. In fact, he is a good driver, but it isn't in his day today. Currently sat in P12. Not his usual, he's normally contending for that podium. But last week he had an alright race, but today he's out of the points, but he's trying to push on. But I believe the Alpha's 15 seconds in front, which is not good. Both are Alphas. I'm looking for points as we were with Sharks with his teammate in front of him in the points, just with 1 point in position 10, but he's still trying to push in as both Alphas are trying to chase down this racing point. Tix has got a penalty. I believe it's like an 8-second penalty, not 100%. Sorry, no it isn't, it is a 3-second penalty. So that's gonna leave him around 10, yeah, 10 position. So Sharks has got 800 tenths just behind the Racing Point due to his penalty with Russian. He just breaks a bit late. Still gonna come out of turn 3 perfectly. Just turn off. Turn on. So now coming in sector 2, he just breaks a bit late, comes up turn 9, and now I'm gonna get any DRS. Still come out in sector 3 now on turn 10. Is it gonna come up to turn 12? Comes out of turn 12, beautiful. Thermal gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple ones, comes out of turn 13. Comes out on the straight. He's trying to get on the Sharks, gets a penalty, which is not great for the Alpha Tauris, as Sharks was actually close to the points, but he now needs to push on very hard. As Thermal just picked up 3-second time penalty, but still going to push on, still in a great position, still got some decent points for the Williams. As he had a good race last week, as Kato Farman gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple ones, as both Red Bulls. I do not know what their strategy is here. I do not know if Elvers just allows Gustav Stein, but Elvers looks like a more consistent driver, reduced his lap times so far. Gustav Stein is still gaining on him quite a bit, but hasn't had that range to actually overtake him. Dylan just under a second now. Now we're in turn 11. It's gonna approach turn 13. 12, pardon. Now we're going to enter turn 13. As the top 3 have got time penalties, but I just realised Gustav Steiner has basically got a podium here due to Elvers has got a time penalty, so he might just stay behind his teammate but still push him on, as he's still going to chase down Commentators. So when I look at the other drivers, Thermal just comes out of turn 1. Now going to come into turn 2. I'm going to go into turn 3, as that other guy is actually chasing him down. It's 2.7 seconds behind Thermal. Thermal is 14.1 second behind Gustav Steiner, but Gustav Steiner is still gaining on him. But Dylan looks like he's flickering up between 1 second, just under. But he's consistently gaining on factors, as he looks very anxious to overtake and get the win. The Elvers is still 1 second behind. He's going to pit. Teammate fakes it, as that would have been not a good idea just then for both of them. If both of them pit, that would have been a double stop, and there would have been enough room or even enough time to go back with Dylan. I do not know what will happen here. I do not know if anyone will just go to, say, example lap 29 or even 30 to pit for softs, or just go to the end on the hards. So it's just in front with just over a second in front of Dylan. as Ilvers is on the softs. Is anyone else going to pit? That is the question, to push on harder. Of course, that means placements could be lost. But however, that other guy can pit and still stay P6, but he is very close towards Thermal. Thermal is really pushing Elvers. However, from P4 all the way to P11 have got time penalties as Russian picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Gustav Steiner still needs to try push on 9 seconds behind. Oh sorry, wrong Red Bull, as this is Gustav, as there's been a problem in sector 2. And that is the Ferrari. This is going to pit. I think he picked up a bit of wing damage, but he picks a 3-second time penalty as he pits for the softs. Is anyone else going to pit? So still leads. He's on the hard. Dylan still on the hards. Gustav Stein still on the hards, but Ilvers is on the hards. We'll just look at the tyres. So Skeptics is pitted for the softs. Ilvers, as we already seen, pitted for the softs. After Family's pitted for the softs, but is on the softs. But the top 3 have all done, as Ilvers gets the fastest lap with 1 minute 11.752. But the top 3 have done 17 laps on the hards. So, are they going to lose tyre grip? We do not know, as they're going to do around 23 laps on the hards. Be interesting, could lose tyre grip, has been a problem in sector 2, I believe. Yeah, it is the Ferrari. He just goes through, goes off track. Do not know what happened. I think he just forgot to brake basically. That's probably a problem in sector 3. Dylan's had a good race, trying to push on. The only ones that hasn't picked up a penalty yet, Beans and Gustav Stein. Dylan's still trying to push on, as we were seeing, just flicking above a second, just under. But only 800 temps. He's trying to gain on, trying to push now. Really trying to give Fractors that push. Gustav's still E3, as he's just feeling comfortable just there, as it's just the top 2 very close, as we saw last week in Bahrain in the final laps, as I believe it was between I can't remember who was it between, but it was against Fractors and someone else. And Fractors, I believe, went down the inside, and the other driver just forgot to brake and just went into the wall, and that allowed Fractors to get away and win the Grand Prix. Fractors probably will get DRS due to Archer. He's of course faster than him, but this is very close now. We'll get DRS here, Dylan. Fractors is, he's using his ERS of course. Now in turn 11, he's now gonna push turn 12. Now Fractors turn 12, now he's gonna turn up to turn 13. But just under 30 ERS. But Dylan's going to get he's going to use his DRS and going to get the DRS, trying very anxiously to be very aggressive towards Fractose to give him a very good race, but he is so far in this race, as is just around 3 or 4 laps to go, as I haven't looked, as I'm concentrating. As Augusta's still in a great position, he probably already would say is on the podium comfortably, as the top 3 are comfortably on the podium. It's a race between these two, as they both believe got a 3-second time penalty. As Archer just picked up a 3-second time penalty, multiple warnings. As Fractus is pushing away, Beans gets a 5-second time penalty for across the pit lane exit white line. So he's obviously come out too early of the pit exit lane. As from P4 all the way to P12. Anyways, Fractus only gets fastest lap on the hards with 1:11.704. As Dylan is just over a second now behind Fractose. But it's still trying to push on, as this is a very fast track and these top 2 drivers are looking really fast throughout the race, being very consistent on each tyre. Loses a bit of grip there. Dylan's getting closer and closer. Silvers, let's see, we're P1, but it's going to go down the outside. Dylan gets the overtake, and I believe just 2 laps to go. This is a huge move. Now this could be interesting, because Fractose last time went from down, who goes into the back of him. I believe that's why sector 1, they were probably in sector 1. But Fractose alarm is still trying to push on, as he did this last time on P2, applied pressure to P1, and the person in P1 just went off the track, because Fractose alarm is dangerous in the last couple of laps. But it's going to get DRS, he's not use a little bit of ERS, but trying to save some to try get him on the straight, I believe. Dylan is trying to pull away. Both got 3-second time penalties, so Dylan just needs to try to stay ahead. So he's going to get DRS. Dylan leaves open to go on the outside, but doesn't allow it. Goes back on the outside. That's a lap, and it's on the final lap. Loses a bit of grip. Then goes into turn 3, as this is a final lap. It's going to come up to turn 4. Comes up to turn 4. Now, back to alarm. It's 110, 600 times off. Let's come up to turn 6. Turn 7. Now in 8. Now in 9. As he's going to get DRS. He's been set fastest lap with 1:11.541. He's going to get DRS. He's going to use his overtake. As someone just picked up 3-second time penalty. Loses a bit of tight grip. Still trying to push on. But I think Dylan is going to win this race, as he comes around the final corner, and your winner is Dylan F 13666 in the McLaren as he goes for the overtake, I believe, on the last lap on turn 1 and gets the job done. Congrats to Dylan. Congrats to Frathurst, who gets P2. Congrats to Gustastan, who gets P3. Russian. It's that other guy, it's a 5-second penalty. That's Russian. Just gonna see him finish. As Beans picks up another penalty. I don't think it matters. I really do not think it matters as the race. Yeah, Russian. So just see Russian. E7 gets a couple of points for the Renault team and crosses the finish line. Last person is gonna finish is the Ferrari. Looks like it's not been his day at all. Looks like this track is not his best track over. As we were coming into this race, we did not know what was going to happen due to this is a new track. Of course, looks like Ferrari's Sochi BWW controller died as he texts me a couple minutes just after, as it was disappointing as he's normally a good tender. And that's the race finished for TRL Season 1 at the Netherlands. As driver of the day is Sharks. Congrats to him. Congrats. And the podium as Dylan wins the race. Congrats to him as he drove really good. So did Frathurst. But it just came down to those two as both of them. As I believe he's from Holland. So this is his home race and I believe it wins his home race. I believe he wins his home race. That is so this is number of pit stops, as most of them are just leaving. Number of pit stops and all, front wing damages, all of them. If you are interested of joining the TRL, the Tribune Racing League, click down in the Twitch bio if you are interested of being a reserve driver. And I just want to say thank you for the support. I am sorry for the lag and sorry for the start due to me being an idiot from my actions. Of course, thank you for the support, and goodbye, as we will see you tomorrow at 6:30.